Hi everybody, I'm Natalie with Missouri Star Quilt Company, and today on Embroidery 101 we're going to talk floss. Alright, so DMC is the floss that has really been around for generations. It's a good long-standing thread, and that is what's going to come in your beginner kit because it's user-friendly, there's tons of colors, and it's completely color fast. It will not bleed on your projects. Okay, so most DMC floss is going to be sold in a little skein like this, and it has 2 labels on it and 6 strands of floss woven together to make the one thread. Pearl cotton is a little bit different. It comes on a spool and it is a 1-ply, so you won't ever have to separate these strands. It just gets threaded right onto your needle as it comes off the spool. So they're both great. I love pearl cotton. I love embroidery floss. You use them both for whatever projects you want to work on. Pearl cotton typically doesn't have as many color options to choose from, but it is just as good and really fun. I love to use it when I know for sure that that is the thickness of thread that I want to use. With floss though, you have the option to make your thread thinner or thicker depending on how many of the strands you use. So let's talk about that a little bit. So when you're getting ready to stitch and you decide that you want to separate your thread, you're going to pull from the bottom, the one that has the color number on it, because the floss is woven in a way, it's wound up in a way that if you pull from this end, it won't tangle. If you pull from the other end, usually you'll end up getting some tangles. So we're going to pull from the end that has the label on it, the color number, and you'll just pull that straight off. Now, when you're getting ready to do a project, you might want to wind your thread around one of your little bobbins. So some of those are going to come in your embroidery kit, or you can just buy as many as you need separately. And these are great for winding up floss, I mean really anytime, just so that you have what you need for your project. You'll want to make sure that you write the color number on the end if you know it. That's handy so that if you run out, you can go back and reorder exactly what you used before. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut a little piece and I'm going to show you how we would go ahead and separate these threads. All right, so you're going to want to fluff out these ends and then you select however many you're pulling off. Let's say we're going to do 2. And then the easiest way to do it is just to slide the extra thread down, which all right, so once you've got your first strand pulled apart, if you're doing 2s, you might as well go ahead and separate this next bit because then you're just set and ready to go. And you just pull them apart and they unwind. All right, so once you've got all of your threads separated into whatever strands you want, then we're going to go ahead and wind it up on our bobbin so it's just ready for us to use. I'm going to do this real quick and wrap all of my thread on to the same bobbin so that it is ready. And I just kind of overlap them because as they come off, they'll untangle. You'll find the beginnings and ends don't get too crossed very easily. And if they do, just cut that part off. You know, it's fun. It's a craft. All right, and I am a righty and a lefty, and we're gonna just do this like that. They have these nifty little tabs in the end to tuck your ends into. And now let's talk about storing our supplies, right? So they have these great boxes for storing your thread. This one is actually built for regular size spools of thread, but you'll see that these little bobbins fit perfectly and they line up and make such a cute little rainbow. Like, how adorable would that be if it was full of all the colors? I'm actually thinking I might go ahead and do that at home later because I'm so excited to see how it would look. This thread box is an MSQC thread storage box, and it works perfectly for your pearl cotton. You can fit 2 spools in each container, each little slot. And they also come out if you wanted to stack them differently. So, but they work, it fits everything perfectly. So I kind of love that. I love when there's already a product on the market that's made for something else and that just happens to work perfect for this. That's cool. Okay, as far as projects go, if you want to carry your project with you, maybe you're going to a football game or I don't know, some child's soccer game and you want to sit or practice. Practice is better. You got to watch the games, right? Okay, so the embroidery kit, The little beginner's kit is absolutely perfect for your projects. It's round, it's gonna fit your hoop, it has pockets in it for all your supplies. Super great for carrying around those little projects. Also, these clear plastic bags work great, or these bigger bags if you have bigger projects. Maybe you're embroidering onto a sweatshirt or a blanket, putting down some information or flowers or whatever it is that you're embroidering. It could be anything. If you enjoyed this video, there's lots more where that came from. I have a whole channel called Embroidery 101 where I teach you what you need to know to get started and also give you tons of tips and ideas to refresh your memory and help you to advance in your embroidery journey. So click the link below and I hope you enjoy. Happy stitching!